With all the crazy things happening this offseason so far, and let's be honest, it's been a crazy offseason between coaching changes and also, of course, signing Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, not getting the situation worked out yet with Trey Hendrickson. I'm holding out hope on that one. I think we need some positive stories to kind of keep us a little bit calm and make us happy, right? Kind of de-stressify our lives. Number one, there has been no stories on Jermaine Burton since January. That's right, folks. Not one single storyline on Jermaine Burton. He hasn't done anything negative. There hasn't really been anything positive, but there hasn't been anything negative. And that right there might be the best story you have heard all day, is we don't have to worry about the Jermaine Burton sweepstakes this offseason so far. It's been very calm since the whole issue in December and January. We have not had anything. Now, again, could mean he's doing other things behind the scenes, but I like to hope and pray in my head that what's happening is he is bettering himself, he is working on himself, and he's becoming the best receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. That is what I hope is happening this offseason. I'm going to believe it when I see it, but I'm going to keep this delusional hope until I see otherwise. So let's give a huge shout out to Jermaine Burton for doing nothing. And that, my friend, is the most important thing possible. Now we have Yoshi and Chase Brown working out. They're back in the lab working on receiving techniques. Again, this dude is going to have an insane year. And I agree with that. 1000% we're going to see an insane year from both of these guys. From Yoshi and from Chase Brown. Freaking, dude, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this season across the board. This season is going to be so freaking good, man. It is going to be not only a Super Bowl year, I want to go 12 plus wins. I think we deserve to go 12 plus wins after how the last couple of seasons has gone. I want at least a 12 plus win season. Other than that, some other news. We have some videos of breakdowns of Amarius Mims and how he's looked throughout his rookie season so far. So obviously we have him right here on the right hand side going against the end. He pushes the guy, creates that hole right there. That hole opens up and Chase Brown's able to run for a touchdown out of it. Right here again, you know, just all around looking really good, which again, we need him to continue to develop next season as well. That's another factor here that, you know, we need these rookies that we have, Chase Brown, Amarius Mims, etc., to continue to look good and continue to improve as this, you know, next season goes around. Because again, this is how you're going to build your team, is by getting these guys to be absolute superstars for the foreseeable future. And I love how like every single play here is against the Browns, but that's beside the point. All right, so next thing I want to do here is listen to this clip. This is from Nick Bonito of the Denver Broncos talking about Joe Burrow. Let me go ahead and play this clip. One sec.
Of all the offensive players that you've went up against, specifically talking about quarterback, is there any quarterback that you think gets a little bit underrated in the NFL landscape that you feel like doesn't get the credit that they deserve?
Joe Burrow.
What makes Joe Burrow so good?
Joe Burrow's just like, he's probably one of the smarter quarterbacks, probably the smartest. He knows what's coming. At least it felt like against us. He knew what was coming, and like every time the ball was hiked, like the ball's already getting out, and he knew where he wanted to go, and like it was always on the money. So when we talk about a guy that's just like being able to be smart and manipulate the pocket like he does, it was a tough go for us, bro. Like he was harder, you know, I feel like to sack and, you know, get together than like any other quarterback, just because if he sees you going high, he's going to escape through the B gap and he's going to find a receiver. He's just going to run.
Of all the offense.
Now I know this would be against Brandon Perna's best interests, but Nick Bonito, if you ever want to come play for us, this is a welcome, open welcome to come play for us. We would love to have you here in Cincinnati. We'd love to add you to this defense that's already, again, is getting better under Al Golden. if you like to come play for us, anytime, man, and you like to be on Joe Burrow's team, I know you guys have a great young rookie quarterback in Bo Nix, but we'd love to have you here in Cincinnati. And, you fit in right away, man. You fit in right away with our squadron. So hopefully, that one day in a bazillion years would happen, which would be awesome. Just working on the defense even more, right? Fixing that defense even more. But again, across the board, shout out to Nick Bonino for saying that. It's a good offseason, guys. Let's continue the good offseason and continue working on stuff. Hoo-day!